Hey, congratulations for like Grandes Claques.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I guess in English it's what like the ones I used to know.
Yeah, exactly. Like in the song, which is in the film, just like the ones I used to know in White Christmas.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. That is true. Well, anyways, more importantly, hey, congratulations for making the short list for the Academy Awards. How does it feel for you about
It feels great. It feels, um, it was surprising. It's still so exciting and thrilling, and I'm honored to be able to bring also the talent of the cast and crew of the film to the eyes of the members of the Academy. So yeah, I feel great.
I know it. A lot of people are definitely going to be talking about it in the next few weeks. But let's start with that basic question: where did the original idea came from for your short film?
Well, yeah, usually people ask me, is it autobiographical? And not totally. I would say that it's autofiction. It's some mix of emotions, feelings, some not really precise memories that I had from my childhood that I mixed with some fictional event that I wrote just to pushed an emphasis on how family links force us to evolve, to grow, and the birth of empathy. I wanted to write a coming of age, a double coming of age that would symbolize how in a family we are forced to go through some things together in the same time, even if we are different person with different age and experience. Yeah, so that was I think the first idea. Also, I'm a little obsessed with the cruelty of ordinary life, so I think that it's one of my little obsession.
I found it interesting is because you chose well before I go into the time period, but you chose like a holiday like Christmas itself, and Christmas to a lot of people can be the happiest or the most depressing day of the year.
Yeah, totally. I use Christmas as a revelator, as it is in real life. Like once in a year, you have to you have to um, see the situation of your family. What are your links, even with your friends? Like, are you alone during this night, or you're surrounded by people that you like? I mean, except this year and last year, maybe because it was not the real situations of Christmas. But yeah, so I thought that it's a revelator in life, and it is one in cinema too. And I wanted to oppose also to create this dialogue between this heavy situation, this sad situation, or yeah, that could be a bit heavy, and the joyfulness of Christmas, like this ambience of really festive ambience and joy and naive character of childhood. I think that the opposition in cinema are always interesting. So yeah, I choose that to reveal what I wanted to talk about.
Well, I mean, Christmas is a great holiday that a lot of people around the world relate to. I mean, here in America, we have Christmas and we also have Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving is also another holiday that spawned family conflicts. But the rest of the world doesn't really have that.
Yeah, we have that here in Canada too, but it's not the same. It's not in the same weekend, and also it's less important than it is in the United States. But yeah, we don't have all those sauce, and like we don't have the tradition of the turkey and all those things. But yeah, I kind of like those traditions.
Now, tell us the choice of the song. When you wrote the script, did you always have that song in mind?
Yes, yes, because for me it's like the paroxysm. Does this word it is okay in English? Like it's
Yeah.
the top of the nostalgic Christmas song. And also it is the song that my father was singing all the time. Even during summer, he's able to sing that like when he's making his garden in June. So it is something from my memories. But yeah, this sentence, just like the ones I used to know, it's also so meaningful. Like it's something that you can touch, like when you have a separation, a divorce, or your whole life is just something that it doesn't exist anymore in a wink, like, or well, in a few winks, I would say. but at one moment you can see like the family that was yours a year before, and they are no more linked to yourself. You're just a stranger and in the middle of them. So yeah, I was really inspired by this song.
That is great to hear. Now let's talk about the period that you actually chose. I believe you chose 1983 and the 1980s period.
Yeah.
Why did you chose that time period? A story like this could be at any time.
I'm not sure about that. And that is something that I also discussed a lot with the institutions before they gave me the money, because for sure it was a challenge to do a period movie, and with the small budget of short films, and also it was my first fiction, so it was something really challenging. But for me it was really important, because I think that it's the moment when divorce was not something so usual in all the families. I remember that in the 80s, in the small town where I'm from, we were like 1 or 2 kids in the classroom who had parents who were divorced. And so it was much more isolating. It was something that we had to go through without any models. And it's the same thing for the adults, mostly for them actually, because Denis cannot have like a supported gaze, a supported look from anybody in the room when he's there, because they are not able to relate to his situation. For them, divorce is something so new, so rare, they don't even want to project themselves in that. So it's the reason why is this little girl who has to grow and who has to to bring all the empathy to his father, because to her father, sorry.
Yeah.
Still difficult sometimes English for me. To her father, because yeah, there's no adult who are able to do it. And yeah, for me it is this 10 years, you know, the 80s, where it was really the golden age of experimental custody, shared custody of kids. And now I think that we learn how to do that better. There's probably still a lot of Christmas that are not so fun for kids and adults, and some awkward situation of shared custody. But I think that this was the moment where it was the most present. And also, if I can add something, I think also that because it's something that had been experimented by well, that a lot of people of my generation went through, it is just the right time, like the right distance to look at those moments, like to look back and with the right distance and see like, oh yeah, it was awkward, it was tough, but we can also laugh a little bit about it, because enough time passed between those moments and now.
Absolutely. I think you made a great point about that. So tell us about recreating this costumes and production set for yourself. You said that was difficult.
Well, in my mind, it looks like a big challenge, but it stopped to be a big challenge at the moment when Eric Barbeau, the amazing set decorator, told me, I want to do this film with you. He's a master. He's really well known here in Canada, and he did a lot of feature period movie, and he's just an artist who's unstoppable to create. So we tried to choose this house that was that looked not so modified from the 80s, but the moment he entered in this place, he just changed everything, even if it was like with his own budget, with his own force. He just put wallpaper everywhere, some carpet. He even put some dishes in the drawer, not drawer, but
the cupboards.
The cupboards. Yeah, they were full, even if we didn't have to go in the cupboards, just because he wanted this place to be alive, and it really helped everyone on the set to be in this real moment of Christmas, of a Christmas party during 4 days.
I know. I was watching the short film. It was giving me my childhood memories of 1983 too. So
yeah, I'm happy to hear.
It really did look like 1983 to me. So great.
Yeah,
great.
we were also really sensible of the economic class of the family. So we were looking for the costume in the old Sears catalog, but we took the Sears catalog from the end of the 70s, because for sure, like, this family will not have the new outfit of the year, and so we were really attentive to not represent an idea of the 80s, and to not make some gadget decoration. So yeah, I think that we made that with the more sincerity we could.
Wow, you pull it off. So how was it directing children in your short film? Because directing children is always one of the most difficult things for any type of director.
Yeah. But it's fun. It is fun, really. I really enjoyed. We had some rehearsal before, so I learned to know them more. It was, I think, the most important thing for me to direct them, to try to be able to understand which kind of kid they are, like which person they are. No, who they are. Yeah. My grammar is and after that, like, it was not so difficult, because they know what a kid is better than me. So all the scenes were really written, and everything was planned, but not all the dialogues between the kids when they were the 4 of them together. For me, it was really important that they will not focus on, oh, what is the line that I have to say, and, to become like little robots. I didn't want that. So they knew how they had to feel, really. They knew everything about, like, the situation, the link between them. They also practiced to didn't sound like the 2020, because it's not the same language, it's not the same French. There's full of English in the French now, and it wasn't like that in my, like, you can hear we were not speaking English at all when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I was working on all those little details that will construct the character with them, but not on precise lines or dialogue or rhythm, or I really wanted that they would be able to have enough space to create that as person and as actors themselves. And I choose 2 professional actors, Lilou and Laurent, who are the two kids of the family which is divorced, and the two other kids were they never went on a set before, so they arrived there with all their naive look at what is a set, and they were not working, they were playing. And so they bring the other two professional in their mood, and it really helped me to create like this real ambience of just cousins running everywhere, and we let them eat sugar and we let them do a lot of things. But yeah, I find that really fun. And also I had this a privileged relationship with Lilou. We were really able to talk about like the relationship between our father and everything, and then it really helped us, me and her.
Wow. Well, I'm sure the parents would appreciate you giving them a lot of sugar to run.
Yeah, well, maybe they will not listen to this interview, and I'll be safe.
Well, Annie, one more thing. I love the introduction of Santa Claus into your short film. Did you want us to see Santa Claus in reality, or did you want to see how a child sees Santa Claus?
That's a good question, because I really wanted the transition. I really want us to see Julie, who's not able to see Santa as she was able to see it before, and to see in her gaze, in her to see that, yeah, in her eyes, that she thought that it is Santa, but no, she's no more this naive kid, and she now just see Gilbert, the drunk uncle who was supposed to be there an hour ago. So that's really the symbol of you know, the childhood. There's this first part when you believe in Santa, and this second part, like when it's not possible anymore, because you grow and it's finished.
Well, I guess that's why it's a coming of age story.
Yeah.
So what is next for you?
I'm in production of a feature documentary right now, which is called Your Higher Self, and it's about life coaches. We've been slowed a little bit by the pandemic, for sure. We began to shoot in 2021, and we had to stop twice, and again this winter, because here everything is closed. We even have a curfew, so it's not a real good time to shoot on documentary. We cannot trick the real life, so I'm waiting a little to finish this shooting, and so I take the time to write some fiction, and I have 2 feature fiction in development right now, and I'm doing some video clips sometimes, just to try to put my hands in something concrete. But yeah, I'm really inspired by everything that goes on with the film, so I'm working hard.
Well, this film's going to be in a lot of conversations in the next few days and few weeks. So, hey, Annie, congratulations for your short film, and congratulations for being on that short list for the Academy Awards.
Thank you.
We're having high hopes for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.